a world called anime. One I desire most in this world. One thing I'm passionate about. So I decided to write about it. Or more, write a documentary about it. Hi. My name is Maty. I'm an 8th grader and I'm 13. And one of my hobbies is watching anime. It teaches you so many things about life. It's fun to watch. It gives you a lot of humor. Right? Even if you don't watch anime, I'm just going to introduce two main anime shows that I watch right now. These are not the only two anime shows, of course, but they're two that I really love. In a world where most people have superpowers, middle school student Izuku Midoriya is part of the 20% of the population born without them. But his dream is to become a superhero and to attend the primary Japanese school for aspiring heroes, UA High. Izuku Midoriya is the main protagonist of the popular manga and anime series My Hero Academia. His hero name is Deku, and he was originally quirkless, but after meeting All Might and impressing him with his bravery, he gains one for all, becoming the 9th user. Katsuki Bakugo is one of the two main protagonists of My Hero Academia, anime and manga. He's one of the students of Class 1A in UA High School. He is also Midoriya's on and off best friend and rival. He has a very explosive personality, just like his quirk. Shota Todoroki is a 16-year-old. He's the son of the number 2 hero for most of the anime. He has the most tragic known backstory of all the protagonists. His parents married for the sole purpose of creating the new number 1 hero. Quirks are often inherited from the parents. His quirk developed, which is half cold and half hot. At age 4 or 5, when it appeared, his father deemed him to be perfect and had him train all day, not letting him really interact with others, including his siblings. When he was about 6, his mother got upset about how much his left side looked like his father that she poured boiling hot water on his face, leaving him with a scar on his left eye. Despite his upbringing, there is a sweetness about him, and will drop everything to help a friend, no matter how much trouble it can get him into. His tragic childhood caused him not to interact with most of the characters for a part of the series. His face is usually unreadable. His voice is also relatively monotone. Hinata, upon seeing a volleyball match, aims to become the next little giant, and thus joins his junior high volleyball club. After finding new members, they set out for the junior high tournament, where they cross paths with a formidable school with the king court, Tobo Kageyama. Although his team lost, Shoyo is still determined to aim for the top and take revenge from Kageyama. He has a composed and athletic personality. He hardly ever loses his cool and usually never gets excited or fired up about anything except Hinata, video games, love, and the arrival of Haba, love OVA, which Kuro points out, and Yamato in the past. He is quiet and reserved and does not often voice out his opinions since he is afraid of what others might think of him, and hates standing out or being noticed in any way. Kemma rarely shows emotions as such. He usually ends up giving cold impressions to others, but it is shown that he does care about his friends and notice small examples. When they were younger, Kuro badly lost a volleyball match and was feeling down, and Kemma noticed this feeling and, despite not caring for volleyball, asked if Kuro would like to practice and level up, to which he agreed eagerly. Another can be seen in the manga when he admits that he tries to win hard for his friend. Bokuto has a playful, friendly, and babustic and childlike personality, and he is described by his team as having mood swings, where even the slightest things can change his mood, which then impacts his performance. Because of this, he was referred to by Yuki, the team's third-year manager, as simple-minded. Nevertheless, he is both admired by his own team and his opponents for his impressive skill and moral-boosting demeanor. When he makes a comeback from a slump, he clearly shows his pride as the ace and believes that he is the strongest. Bokuto is energetic, often making jokes about everything and acting rather dramatically about his plays. His flirtatious nature, which makes him the famous among the female students, much to Tanaka and Nishinoya envy, and childish, as pointed out by his nephew and Iwa Tsunami. Okawa is an excellent, well-rounded player and is extremely serious about volleyball. He's known to have a disgusting personality amongst both opponents and his own teammates because of his smug and outwardly flippant attitude. Okawa also frequently makes cheerful remarks by follows up with serious or intimidated afterthoughts. He is extremely intelligent and cunning and easily figures out both his team's and opponent's weaknesses. Nishinoya is a very energetic and temperamental person. His bio-edition nature and crazy shenanigans can attract unwanted attention quite easily, which often goes badly for him, although he hardly ever worries about the consequences of his actions, and may even revert to violence and to vent out his anger on certain occasions. He is surprisingly considerate of his friends' feelings and insecurity. He has a quirky habit of spontaneously coming up with ridiculous names for the moves he executes while practicing receives. He is also unexpectedly shy when it comes to talking to girls he hasn't met before.